Okay, I've started now. So, this is part 3 of the series where we explain every single iteration of the Doctor. And in the third part right here,
The most connections, the most things, and also the most expanded media about him, the Eighth Doctor.
why
What?
does the Master look like he's the fucking Emperor of Mankind? Doctor Who and the Time War. This is where he is literally Doctor Strange. Uh,
It's the guy who got suplexed by John Cena in the movie. And then Rassilon's like, fuck you.
why is
It's
the
the
Cyberman
man
so
in the yellow
skinny?
hat.
Why is the Cyberman so skinny? In the city of Gloucester, Doctor fought giant owls with an elephant gun.
Where the fuck did he go? Oh no. It's
No,
him. It's him
no.
again. Played by Paul McGann. He first starred in the TV movie where Sylvester McCoy gets shot in the face and regenerates. Uh, Actually, no, he regenerates because of American healthcare.
Yes, but he got shot by some American gangster as soon as he stopped in the.
America. First trip to America, and he dies. Uh, he stopped the Master from taking over the Earth or taking over time or something. I can't exactly remember the plot by accessing the Eye of Harmony. Uh,
Mhm.
and as we all know, the Master always dresses for the occasion.
Yes.
That was a
Oh
fantastic
my
line
god.
reading.
The Bruce Master, that was the one that he first saw as well, isn't it? Jeez.
Yeah, that's the first Master he saw. He then had nothing else after that except for the novels, where he slowly becomes involved with the War in Heaven along with Faction Paradox and
That's
other
its own little
insane
thing,
things.
which we're gonna have to cover at some point as well. Yeah.
Yeah, his main thing is that he gets amnesia.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
Um.
he gets amnesia every other story he's in.
Jesus Christ. So, okay, okay. I don't even know where we are supposed to go. Do you see all these lines? There's lines from every single direction. This one's going up, left, right. Which, what's the entry we're doing next here? Um.
um. Oh, we actually missed some of the Seventh Doctor connections.
Oh yeah, but these were like down in the, and these are connected eventually. So.
Yeah,
Um.
that's true.
Okay, we ended around here, right? So maybe we saw on the left side we have these.
Yeah.
I
Grace
think
Holloway's
I
husband,
think
I
I
think
do know.
that's
Wait, no, I think I know what these are. I think I know what all of these are
okay.
actually. These are from the comic called The Glorious Dead that I actually own. Basically, there was a part where when he went to the glory, he showed all the different multiverses that were there and all the different universes and stuff, and a lot of them were like alternate universe. So one of them is where he married Grace. Grace was the companion in the movie, but he well they did some adventures and then she left. But in an alternate universe where he decided to marry her, he and settle down with her. He became Holloway's husband and like retired from adventuring, which I mean a bunch of doctors do that in the future. Most notably, recently the 14th Doctor does that. He retires. The curate also retired, but yeah. The Cyborg Doctor was also one of the iterations that was shown. It was like, take me to this. Yeah. This is the alternate universe from the Glorious Dead. I was right. I knew what they were talking about when they mentioned this. Um, what else do they have here? They also had
Ghost Smith, Dr.
yes,
Gallifrey, TARDIS
TARDIS.
Tails.
Oh my God, TARDIS Tails. That was the alternate universe where he was like a cartoon character. There it is, TARDIS, like a Mickey Mouse type character. He's a cat though, and
Oh,
he's called
good
TARDIS
lord.
Tails. Yes, this was another alternate universe. Yes, and I know Theta
Doc
Sigma.
Gallifrey.
I'm not really sure about that one, but it does show up. Which alternate universe was this, Derm? Oh, this is the Western one. He's a cowboy. Yeah, and then the 11th Doctor uses the same thing in the future as a reference to this. He's a cowboy guy, and he dies after having a duel with the Man in Black, or the Master in
I'm
this
gonna
case.
guess that's the Master.
Yes, that is the Master. What else is that? Theta Sigma. I mean, is that can I know this is probably just gonna show his name, but does it have the alternate universe version of him called Theta Sigma? Is the question. Uh. Okay, no, this is gonna load up the
Maybe.
whole aliases page. Yeah, okay. Do anything from the
Wait, go back a
glorious
page.
dead?
I think that was on the 8th. Go back.
To what? Doc Gallifrey?
Yeah, right there. Alternate counterparts of the 8th Doctor, Theta
Oh,
Sigma.
yes, 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 yes. They're there. And they also have the one next to it, which I was not
It,
gonna spell. I wasn't even gonna try to spell that. The Q one.
they have all of them.
This is an alternate universe where he goes to the Rani for advice. Okay. For therapy. The Rani is his therapist in this universe. I hope.
This is Charlie Brown. This Charlie Brown
Yeah,
bullshit.
it's based off Charlie Brown. And you also have I don't even want to pronounce that. This is where he is literally Doctor Strange. Like I don't know what else to say. He's Doctor
Amazing.
Strange. Yeah, he's do you want to try to pronounce that?
Quiquaequod.
Alright.
Quiquaequod. I don't know. Something like that.
Joe Smith. Joe Smith. This is where he is a detective. And it's basically Sherlock. I think those are all the ones from that little section there. Grace, this is the one I was talking about, where he marries Grace and settles up.
Yeah.
I remember that one. What other Ronals on this page? Okay, that's all of them on this page. So yeah, those are the alternate universe versions that were shown in the Glorious Dead when the Doctor and the Master fought across like the entire Omniverse, and they looked at every single possibility that they could have had. Okay, right. We did that. You have Stephen Payne's Doctor from the Space Wolves. That's connected to the Seventh Doctor, by the way. Then you also have Nicholas Briggs.
No idea.
I know Nicholas Briggs is. He's the guy who voiced the Daleks. But I don't know if
Yes,
he played
that
a version.
exterminate.
Oh, I mean, this is
Space
what they're
whales.
talking about, though. This was an unlicensed series of Doctor Who audio dramas that are produced in. Was this like? Yeah, this is okay. This is before Big Finish. This is like the proto version of Big Finish before they ended up making the actual Big Finish. Because then look,
Big Finish Beta Edition.
yeah. So they made a bunch of these stories back then. Yeah, here it is. The Doctor, which was featured by Stephen Payne, which is an alternate universe version. And they also had Nicholas Briggs as his own version of the Doctor. Think about that. The guy who voiced the Daleks played a version of the Doctor at some point. And then you also had them having... And oh, even... Briggs and Russell's... Yeah. Even Russell T. James wasn't part of this. But obviously, yeah, these were technically illegal. Because they're not official. But I mean, the BBC was okay with it, so I guess these are a thing, and they made quite a few of them, like quite a lot of them. I
Yeah.
haven't heard any of them, but
So if you somehow manage to track them down, good job.
yeah, it's because they're and maybe well, I don't know if Big Finish should have a. Oh yeah, I know Big Finish remade some of these, in these ones.
Minute in Hell. Oh yeah, I know about Minute in Hell. That is a oh boy.
And
We'll
even
get to that when we get to that.
some of this too. Alright. So that's all of that. And okay, so these connect. So Stephen Payne's Doctor and Nicholas Briggs' Doctor are the same thing. But these connect to the Doctor from Party Animals, which connect to a bunch of different comics from here and here and here. And Fred.
Yes.
You know, I actually know who Fred is. I don't know who's connected to that. Is that? Uh,
It's the guy who got suplexed by John Cena in the movie.
uh,
It's the guy who
yeah.
yells Weezer.
No, that's a different Fred. This guy is just
Weezer.
a time traveler who's apparently a future of the Seventh Doctor. So he could have been the Eighth Doctor at some point, and this is the comic they're talking about from Party Animals. You know, what this actually is
Yeah.
was basically because Doctor Who had ended at the eighth Doctor movie back then, right? The rights were split to a lot of people during the Wilderness years. One of them was, of course, Marvel Comics, right? Because Marvel produced Doctor Who magazine. So what Marvel did is they made their own technically ninth Doctor, but they also called this eighth. It could be whatever. Basically, this guy was supposed to be the ninth Doctor for a little bit, but then in the same comic, they revealed that he was not actually the Doctor. He was a guy posing as the Doctor, and his real name was not known. But he eventually took the name as Fred. But weirdly, he is part of the Doctor's species, which due to the retcon is what the timeless child now or something. So he is one of that's super weird to think about. But he was apparently originally an incarnation of the Doctor, and then ended up basically not becoming the
Yeah.
Doctor anymore, and he's just kind of there now. And he is called the Nth Doctor, and here is a picture of Nicholas Briggs dressing up as Fred. I don't know, yeah.
Amazing.
So he's the Nth Doctor, not the Ninth Doctor, the Nth, but just the Nth Doctor, I guess.
He is a doctor.
Yes. So yeah,
Shout out to all my nth Doctor fans out there.
yeah, bro. What is this image, bro?
I don't want to know.
Yeah, so I guess this is technically speaking the Doctor that was originally made by Marvel and then turned into Fred, and then Nicholas Briggs played him for a little bit, and then yeah, so that's who this is. I wonder if one day they're gonna pull something like the Shalka Doctor and just show him as like one of the Doctors again, like what they did in Rogue the episode. Who knows?
Dude, that would be something else.
If they make Fred an official incarnation. Currently, Fred is just kind of there. He's not really confirmed whether what kind of incarnation he is, but if he's just that him Doctor, then like yeah, he is the Doctor. And he could also have been Shade pretending to be a newly regenerated Ninth Doctor from Wormwood. Shade is impersonation from the Matrix, and Brig could have been a future Doctor or quite probably the Ninth. So the story of the Ninth Doctor is super complicated. We'll get to it when we get to the Ninth Doctor, but there's like so many Ninth Doctors because of uh well
Because the wilderness years were crazy.
yes, and there's also in the Night of the Doctor he saw all the futures he could have you know taken back then.
Yeah.
Uh
And he
but
chose to be the warrior.
yes. Not the warrior Colin Baker, the other
Physician, heal thyself.
one. Nah, bro, he just
Dr.
regenerates
Noble.
back into Colin Baker again, the warrior.
Yes, okay. No,
Okay.
clearly he regenerates into the Captain Pugwatch's doctor.
No, not the Captain Pug. Nah, he
He
becomes
beco-
Doctor Who from Peter Cushing.
no, he becomes Sutek.
Bro, you guys have to remember, because of the recent retcon from Legend of Ruby Sunday, Sutek's been on the TARDIS this whole time, ever since this fourth Doctor all the way down and until the 50th Doctor. So he's had Sutek here
So
for all of this.
Sutek has probably seen the Doctor reset the universe at least once or twice.
Yeah, the Big Bang as well, the 11th Doctor episode.
Yeah, how the hell did he get through that? What? That's my question.
He's just that strong.
Because the TARDIS explodes.
Well, we might as well. So if we're going there, I guess we can just move about down here, and then we can do those next. But the Emperor, that's what we're on.
The Emperor. Oh yes, he's from the novel Father Time of the Eighth Doctor Adventure series. He is a possible future incarnation of Doctor that conquers the universe and just kind of rules over it. You know,
Yep.
he becomes, and Gallifrey is the heart of the Empire. He has a daughter. He is killed on his daughter's birth, and so the daughter gets sent back in time where the Doctor's like, "Oh, well, I love her," and they're like, "Of course, because it's your daughter," and they're all fighting over the daughter.
Yeah. After the Emperor, that connects our idea to Grandfather Paradox. We already talked about Grandfather
God
Paradox a little
fucking
bit ago.
damn it! This son of a bitch again.
Now we have Grandfather Paradox again. Um,
Of the ancestor
this is a
cell.
specific one. Maybe if I just go on Grandfather Paradox, it'll show the alternate universe versions. Maybe. No,
Why is that the picture they use for him?
Justine. And
Why
they
is that
also
the picture
have.
they use for him?
I can't lie, this
Yeah,
series looks so stupid. Like, pretty sure the author said that he
I
didn't want him
love
to be
that.
shown, and now he just looks like that. What was it? Of the Ancestor cell? Is that like a specific thing? Oh, it's a novel.
Uh,
It's a novel. Okay.
well, okay, hold on. Whoa, wait a minute. I haven't read this one yet.
Same.
Oh, whoa, slow your roll.
But, supposedly there is a different version of Grandfather Paradox who appears in this novel that I'm not sure about. Maybe that's the version that looks
Scroll
like the
down.
Doctor. Because that's. Does he?
Scroll down. It should say in the characters.
He's not here. He's not in the
Uh,
characters, but he's in the main enemy section right now.
motherfucker.
And he's
This
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
motherfucker
Here we go.
gonna.
So the ancestors saw the culmination of the war arc, the war in heaven, as they call it, which began in alien bodies.
Yes.
Yes, that is the first appearance of that's where we see the relic. We see the relic doctor. We see the corpse. Basically, alien bodies was the first thing that started. It's the first thing that was written by Lawrence Miles, Alien Bodies, and honestly, it's really good. I'd recommend to read Alien Bodies if you want to get into the Faction
Yes,
Paradox.
it's amazing.
That series. Since I've read that, I can talk about it. In which it involves some of the issues that made it very unpopular amongst many fans of the Ark. Novel's author Lawrence Miles criticized the Ancestor self for his revelations about the enemy, which is suggested to be primordial cells irradiated.
The enemy knows.
I saw a picture of that
The
now.
enemy
The
knows.
enemy knows. And energized by a leaking bottle universe. Because the enemy has so many identities, and one of the identities could be the Doctor himself, which we'll talk about at some point.
No, clearly, it's the Ronnie
Everyone's the Ronnie, bro.
because everybody's the Ronnie.
And Grandfather Paradox, which apparently this version of Grandfather Paradox is a future version of the Eighth Doctor. That's why he looks like that weird appearance of him. That is the future version of the Eighth Doctor. So
Yeah,
that's what this version
and
of him
then
is.
later he was retconned as everyone. He is everyone's potential future, which would make sense since he can't be everyone at once, therefore making him the ultimate paradox.
Yeah, you know what, that makes sense. Wonder what I will use for Grandfather Paradox if in our thing review. Okay. Eighth Doctor from Doctor Who and the Time War. I've not read this
Oh,
short. Doctor Who and the Time War. Oh, it is a short story written by Russell T Davies.
yeah.
That's it.
Of
Okay.
course, it was written by this flaming jackass.
Okay. So this was released as a prequel to the television story Rose, which is the first episode of the revival series 2005, and it is one of the first novels that RTD wrote, and you also have a novel of Rose that he ended up writing as well. So apparently, this is a glimpse of parallel events that could have happened after Night of the Doctor, which is the episode where Paul McGann's Doctor regenerates into the War Doctor.
The War Doctor.
Yes. The war was never meant to exist is the first line that shows up in the plot summary. And apparently this is not canon because of the fact that it contradicts a bunch of stuff, but it apparently is a timeline where the Eighth Doctor regenerates straight away into Christopher Eccleston. That this should lead to Christopher Eccleston if I'm right, or I could be wrong and making a fool of myself with that.
It leads to the War Doctor.
Okay, good. Thank God. Okay, yes. This is also a universe where
That picture of him in front of the Dalek.
where Paul McGann regenerates into Christopher Eccleston and not into John Hurt. And there's also another character called She, or the Doctor's Savior. Apparently, the link leads to. In one account of the last great Time War, an unnamed savior gave her life for the Eighth Doctor at the very end of the conflict. He saw a skeleton crumbling to dust right before he destroyed Gallifrey using the moment. So maybe it's a universe where the 11th and 10th Doctors didn't make the War Doctor stop him. And also, Paul McGann was the one who used the moment, not John Hurt. So, yeah. And after doing so, he believed that using the moment it makes existence fixed, preventing him from ever regenerating again. And then he regenerates into Christopher Eccleston after kissing her. So, yeah. And obviously, this is a fake universe because of the fact that, you know, we know that in the main universe, the 8th Doctor regenerates into the War Doctor, and before he destroys Gallifrey, the 11th and the 10th Doctors come back and they're like, yo, don't do that. And he doesn't do that, and yeah.
And they freeze Gallifrey in a single moment in an alternate universe. And then Rassilon's like, fuck you. I hate you. Yeah, I guess technically he did first appear during the Tomorrow Windows, which is a novel.
Yeah. Rose, you know
We'll
what's
get
really
to
funny?
that.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Ninth. I'll talk about it when we get to the Ninth Doctor, even though this leads right to him. But before we talk about the Ninth Doctor, we still have to do this entire right side, so let's not.
We're not even close to done.
Gideon Crane
we talk about.
Oh wait, what? Sorry.
That Gideon Crane from My Newton Hell. That is a persona, or the Doctor got amnesia again.
Again, how many times?
Who could have thunked it?
It's a human who.
Yeah.
Okay, let me load the wiki page for this, so it will actually show up first. Yeah. Gideon Crane was a human whose mind temporarily fused with the Eighth Doctor's in My Newton Hell. And shortly before Crane, quote-unquote, lost his marbles, as it says, the Laughing Gnome placed William Bishop inside his body. Sure. And later that year, Crane's mind fused with the Doctor's, granting him all of the Doctor's memories. He then believed himself to be the Doctor, and questioned the real Doctor about his experiences, believing he was the Doctor, as he had more of the Doctor's personal memories. So basically... Oh, and he's played by Nicholas Briggs. He's played a lot of people.
Yes.
Yeah. He's played a lot of people. Yeah, and he also plays the Daleks.
Yep.
And
he's been everywhere.
After that, Dr. Ogron from Planet of the Ogrons.
Of the Ogrons. Do not know that one.
Oh, he's a sonic screwdriver. Well, yes.
Has his own sonic screwdriver.
Hello.
Incredible.
That scared me for a second.
Oh my god.
He's an Ogron who had been experimented on by the Dalek Overseer and given the Doctor's personality. So he's literally just an Ogron that thinks he's the Doctor, in the same way that the other one was a human who thinks he's the Doctor. And he arrived on... So this is what's this from? Planet of the Ogrons. Is that an audio or something? Oh, an audio, yeah, it's an audio. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've not listened to it myself, but I guess the story is here that he is a Ogron who is convinced that he's the Doctor, and eventually he is sent with the 12. I thought for a second that was said the 12th Doctor, but it's not, just the 12. To mission to find the 8th Doctor, because everyone wants to find the 8th Doctor and investigate the Daleks' operations on the Ogron home. Huh?
It's a Time War thing. It's
an
8th Doctor Time War story, so it's gonna be expensive as shit.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. And literally everything is if it's related to the 8th Doctor and the Time War. Oh lord. Okay, and now we have the Doctor from short We Are the Daleks. This is gonna be some Dalek who thinks he's the Doctor, I'm telling you.
We are the Daleks!
Seems this audio story.
Oh yeah, no, that's a Seventh Doctor story with the video game.
What? What the hell is this? Doctor from Short.
I don't think it's exactly what we're looking for. So we're looking for a short story.
Okay. We are the Daleks. Can I have a short... Oh, here it is. Yes, this one. This one. The short
Yes.
story. Who the hell is this? Okay, so the characters are... let me go to the specific page of this Doctor. An incarnation of the Doctor traveled with his companions. One adventure they landed on Ollendorf 2, where there he discovered the remains of a Dalek and in a cave 2 human skeletons that laid there for centuries. The Doctor wondered how the 2 men came to this planet, eventually discovering they were test subjects in creating the Daleks. Oh look, it's another thing that contradicts Genesis of the Daleks.
Everything is going to contradict Genesis of the Daleks.
I don't think this is canon. Because it has a different version of the Doctor. I mean, to be fair, Doctor doesn't have a canon, but like, 8 years after Genesis of Evil and 2 years before Genesis of the Daleks, and they saw the Dalek creator give another possibility of the account of the Daleks' origin, which is its own account, I guess. And this depicts Amaron as the home planet of the Daleks and not Skaro. And the Daleks evolved from humans artificially transplanted to the planet by the Haldons as part of an experiment.
Hence the title. We are the Daleks. We're the Daleks.
No, we are the Daleks. And
No, I'm the Dalek.
and neither the Doctor nor his companions are identified, so I guess we don't know which Doctor this is, but you know, knowing the trend, this is probably the 8th Doctor in this case. Because of how the trend is.
Probably.
Before we do the War Doctor, because he's an important incarnation, how about we actually
No,
do
we gotta go to the right. We have to go to the right.
Oh yeah.
We haven't finished.
We have these things up here. We didn't do. We did the 80 Doctor. Did we do? We didn't do the Doctor that would have starred in the Nelvana animated series.
No.
What is Nelvana? Oh. Was this gonna be a Doctor Who TV show? Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what it was.
The new. Oh, he looks amazing. The new Doctor Who, an animated series, was a Doctor Who cartoon planned by Nelvana Limited, a Canadian entertainment company founded in 1971. And it was apparently going.
Yeah,
okay,
it's...
yeah. Okay, so
all of it
the
became a very.
Yeah.
There's a video on this, done by Harbu Holmes, I think. I think.
Yeah. I'll
who
probably
covered
link
this
it in the description because they can probably explain it better than we
Yeah.
can. The art looks
Yeah.
kind of cool though. I mean, the art looks kind of cool. I don't. Listen, the only thing I don't like is that maybe not that hair.
That fucking hairstyle is ass.
This hair is fine. This hair is fine, but not that hair. This one looks like William Hartnell's hair.
What is that first one? Look at that other one on the far left, bro. Bro is the man in the yellow hat. That is not the Doctor.
The TARDIS looks. Oh, why is the
the man
Cyberman so
in the
skinny?
yellow hat.
Why is the Cyberman so skinny? Where's his battle Dalek? Holy crap! Yo, why does the Master look like he's the fucking Emperor of Mankind? What the fuck?
No, that is not the Emperor of Mankind. That is not the Warhammer 40k guy. That looks a bit like Anthony Ainley if he was bald.
Yeah. I mean, you know, maybe if this came out, it would have been okay. Maybe.
Maybe.
Look at this battle Dalek, bro. Jesus Christ.
That's actually a pretty cool design.
It's a tank, like literally a tank. Magna Celis. The animation style doesn't look too bad. Honestly, a lot of people have been talking about an animated Doctor Who series for a while, like wanting one, you know? And there's
Yeah.
been lots of attempts, but there hasn't been a proper one till now. I mean, yeah. At least on the date that this video is being made. But, you know, because of the Whoniverse thing, there could always be the possibility that they create a spin-off animated series.
It better, bro. If it is not, if it ain't about like K9 or something, I don't want it.
Yeah.
K9 spinoff, okay.
Are they gonna create some
What's he
shit
gonna
like...
do?
Uh, I mean, listen, yeah, K9 and Ace. That would be amazing, you know?
Master or the Ronnie spinoff. The Ronnie reaps the whirlwind.
Yeah, bro.
The
Okay.
Ronnie reaps the whirlwind.
Whoa, okay, so we talked about the Nelvana. We talked about that. We did all that. Did we do Johann Schmidt? I don't remember.
Yeah, I covered that last
Okay,
episode.
okay, that's fine. Mirror Eighth Doctor then, because that's like
Don't know.
okay, Edinburgh.
Mirror Edinburgh.
A mirror image of the Eighth Doctor was created in Mirror Edinburgh when the Eighth Doctor gazed into one of the Silversmith mirrors. Appearing grim and depressed, the Mirror Doctor informed the real Doctor of the Silversmith mirror's nature as trans-dimensional portals to an unstable
Official Susanoo
pocket
Mikoto joined.
of reality just before the Doctor was confronted and
Unreality.
Unreality, yeah. So apparently this was created when the Doctor had created a mirror copy of himself in this comic, which is called the Silver Ring.
Accidentally.
Yeah. Okay. What do we have next? That wasn't amazing. The Doctor from the Blue Angel. Oh my god. And then we're gonna have to do a whole lot of this over on the right, which I don't even know what I'm looking at half the time. Wait, we have there's also the best incarnation ever, like down here.
Oh my god, Rowan Atkinson.
Okay, we have to wait a bit. We'll probably get to that soon, actually. Okay, the Doctor from the Blue Angel.
Just look up the Blue Angel. Oh, yeah, that works too.
It just straight up gave it to me. A future incarnation of the Doctor existed at some point beyond the Doctor's 8th incarnation. Okay. The Doctor visited the city of Glass with Iris Wildthyme. It's an Iris Wildthyme story.
Why is she back?
It's an Iris Wildthyme story. And with a black boy in a silver figure hugging spacesuit. In the city of Glass, the Doctor fought giant owls with an elephant gun. Okay, Doctor Who is the only story where that sentence can make sense.
Yeah.
Records shown by Mon to the 8th Doctor many years after show that on his visit that this Doctor spoke the words TARDIS, Time Lords, and Gallifrey. Okay.
Yeah. Well, what's the Blue Angel about?
What? Oh, the story itself. Well, I mean, we did say that.
Yeah,
We did talk
let's
about
cover
it.
that. Let's cover that.
That he visited the city of Glass. That looks kind of cool.
Oh, yeah, that's the one where like the evil thing. It's. I think it's involved within like the lore arc. I haven't really read it. I have to get to it. It sure is something, I believe.
Okay. But obviously, yes, we have Iris Wildthyme appearing in the story, who we covered in the last episode. Who, if you want to know information on her, please check out the last episode.
Yeah, she's a whole other bag of worms.
Okay. Death comes to time, which lead. Okay, but the thing is, that leads to this. So, how about we cover Jonny first from the Obverse? The Obverse. I don't know. If I just search the Obverse, what I got just searching the Obverse is a mysterious region of the universe in which time and space were not only not one, but had never been and never would be. And
God damn it.
And Iris Wildthyme came from there. Everything is Iris Wildthyme, guys. Everything is Iris Wildthyme. And apparently this is linked to the faction paradox in the War in Heaven. Is okay.
Amazing. Of
It's John.
course it is. Because why wouldn't they be involved in a place where time and space are not one and never would be, never was, and
Is there an eighth
because of
Doctor
course they
here?
would.
Iris. Okay, all they say. Oh, it's from the Blue Angel again. And Iris once encountered a version
Oh
of the
wow.
Eighth Doctor who is from the Obverse.
I
Uh,
Yeah, I'm
ba-
gonna guess he's like the mustache, eye patched guy.
Yeah, alright, sure. And apparently that's the one. Maybe that's the one that Iris had an affair with. Who knows?
Oh my lord.
Man with a
Um,
bent nose, which is like just below it.
the Tomorrow Windows. Oh, that's the Tomorrow Windows where the Eighth Doctor visits this place where if you look into the window, you can see your future. And there were a lot of potential Ninth Doctors.
Bro, there's like an infinite amount of Ninth Doctors, you know? Because of all
Yeah.
of the
Also,
stuff.
we gotta scroll up and cover this Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Diplomacy, and all this
Oh
crap.
lord, I didn't even see that at first. Okay. Was this
We also have to cover Death Comes to Time.
Have you seen this? Or do you know about this? The
No,
Minister.
not really. I don't know anything about this. It's
Maybe
connected
okay.
to Seven. That's about it.
Maybe if I just search up Minister, no? War.
Nope.
Okay, war. This I can find out Minister of War, which is the Minister. Okay, so basically talking about this guy called the Minister, and why is it John
Yes.
Pertwee?
Oh yeah, the same face.
What?
Okay, yeah, it's the fisheries. It's a Time Lord who keeps on degenerating into the same face.
Okay,
Something was
and it
wrong with him,
was
I
John
believe.
Pertwee's face. You know what? I wouldn't be bad. I mean, listen, John Pertwee's
No,
face.
it was the girl in the back. It was the girl in the back, not Joe or the third Doctor. The other girl behind them with the glowy face.
Oh, never mind then. Never mind then. We're not. um, but how are they the Doctor in this way? Is there ever said they're connected?
Uh, it's implied somehow. Oh well, the
Oh
the
wait, no. The
Minister of
Prime
Chance
Minister
apparently.
apparently the final incarnation of the Minister regenerates into Stephen Fry's Minister of Chance from Death Comes to Time webcast, which is apparently the same as the man with the bent nose that you were talking about, who the future.
Potentially, they're loosely connected at least.
Yeah. Let's
What about Death Comes to Time? Look that up.
Death the webcast, isn't it?
Well, both. We got look at both.
I look at Sylvester McCoy. It was a 5 episode webcast animated adventure featuring a version of the Seventh Doctor, and it was available via the BBC International website in 2001 2002. And it was basically
Yeah.
intended to then go into a spin-off that would be the successor to Doctor Who because wilderness years, called the Minister of Chance. Maybe if we check out what would have happened in the Minister of Chance, because I'm pretty sure uh is that? Yeah. Julian Wedham's Minister of Chance from the audio series or novels, which was a series of fantasy stories, and it was centered on the Minister of Chance, not the Minister from before, a different Minister, who was
Yeah.
introduced in the Seventh Doctor webcast. So basically, there were during the Wilderness Years there were so many attempts to revive Doctor Who. Obviously, we talked about some of the other ones. There's also stuff like the Shalka Doctor, and obviously we know the revival which ended up succeeding, which was Russell T Davis's 2005 revival of Doctor Who. But there were so many attempts. This was one of them. So they're apparently gonna make this. I guess in an alternate universe to ours, this would have been the main Doctor Who we had that would have revived. Imagine that we had the Minister of
Yeah.
Chance instead of the 2005 Doctor Who as a revival. That sounds like a strange universe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the whole minister thing. So basically, this minister is a Time Lord who regenerated to the same face, who could be connected to the Minister of Chance from the Death Times of Time webcast, which is intended to revive the series.
No,
And
they are the Minister of Chance.
oh, is it? Do they directly regenerate
Yeah.
from? Okay,
Yes.
and that could be connected to. I mean, that is connected to the new, like the revival that may have potentially happened in an alternate universe now.
Yes. Oh boy. All right, so we've still got some more stuff to cover here. Sabbath Day, The Adventures of Henrietta
Oh my
Street.
god. Wait, hold on. Oh lord. Oh, well, okay, that leads to the 11th Doctor somehow. Let's not do stuff that leads into New Who Doctors, because we will do an entire separate video on New Who Doctors.
Yeah,
Yes.
which means that the Eighth Doctor will be
The
the only
ending.
Doctor we cover today.
Yeah. The only main Doctor. Maybe we should end on the water. I
Yeah.
don't know. We could, but or we can.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
could.
we can end on him. Okay, let's do the Sabbath Day from this unproduced novel called Adventures of Henrietta Street.
Valentine's Day.
Hopefully, maybe it might
No,
just
the
come.
unproduced.
Okay, Sabbath Day does come up. I can't just look up Sabbath Day. Why does he look like Lex Luthor?
Open the door, Luther. Open the window, Luther.
Sabbath Day, most often just called Sabbath, was a rogue agent of the service in the 18th century. He became involved with, of course, this faction paradox, and the Great Houses
Oh,
during the War in
wow.
Heaven. After the end, he introduced himself as a Time Active champion and became an enemy of the Eighth Doctor. And he is apparently a young Time
It,
Lord, so yeah.
no, he's a human being. I think he's just
What?
immortal.
Oh. Oh yeah, he comes from Earth. Okay, so he is a human. And he got indoctrinated into service when he was 21, and he's immortal.
He
Damn.
dies.
Bro, I'm telling you. Damn.
Lex, no, no, bro, that's Norman Osborn.
It's Norman Osborn. In a new death battle,
Yes.
okay? We're gonna do Sabbath Day versus Green Goblin. It's a new death battle. Why does he... And he has a whole story. Like, this guy is a proper character. It's not just like some one-off iteration. Honestly, he's in a
Yeah,
decent amount
he
of
dies.
comics. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he
Um,
dies.
he's...
Scroll back up. The death section. Wait, no, scroll down. Mysterious cause, Final
Oh,
Adventures. Scroll back down. Oh, Sometime Never. That's a novel. I'm going to read that.
okay. And he apparently, because he helped the Doctor, so I guess he does eventually see the error of his ways and helps the Doctor at some point. The only thing I'm confused about is why he is listed and connected from the Eighth Doctor. It,
I guess because hey, it's potentially the Doctor or something.
an ally of the Doctor who is the Doctor. That's weird, for sure.
Yes.
I don't know how it's implied he's a Doctor, but I guess it's cool. Who knows? Maybe we might see him in the show. Maybe it would be cool to see, because I don't think he's ever been.
Maybe.
I mean, he's been in audio, so he has a voice actor, so he could be in the show at some point if they use faction paradox. Okay, that's Sabbath Day. We've covered this thing. Is that it for um? Oh no, are we gonna do these?
Yep, I
Technically
guess we
not.
should.
They're technically not New Who. They're technically just like a bunch of random stuff. Okay, so Ninth
Ninth
Doctor.
Doctor
Okay,
1.
what we're gonna do so many Ninth Doctors now. Oh my god! As everyone knows, well, as you guys
Not,
probably know, the Ninth Doctor you guys know of is Christopher Eccleston's Ninth Doctor, but there were so many Ninth Doctors when they were trying to get this, trying to revive the series. So many, and we're gonna be covering some of them now. So here we got Ninth Doctor 1 from the Tomorrow Windows.
there's more windows, which I guess there was a comic or like a few pages of the comic that, uh, brought the doctors to life.
There's a okay. Do we have the Ninth Doctor from this? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Several possible.
The man who would be the true Ninth Doctor was described as being a wiry man with a gaunt hawk-like face, piercing pale grey-blue eyes, and a thin, prominent nose with lips that were set into an almost cruel, almost arrogant smile. This novel was written before Christopher Eccleston was announced by an interview. Jonathan Morris said that the lateness of the book allowed him to include the first appearance of Christopher Eccleston's Doctor. So, technically speaking, the Doctor he is implying in this novel is the Ninth Doctor that you know. So I guess
Yes.
it's right. It's the Ninth Doctor that you guys know. So I guess, yeah, we don't. It's technically not an alternate universe version. Then it's technically just the Ninth Doctor himself, which is cool.
No, well, no. He sees several different Ninth Doctors that could have been
Yeah, yeah,
potential
yeah, yeah,
actors
yeah.
for
The
number 9.
the true one is the
Click the
Eccleston.
several possible.
Where do you
Scroll
find?
up.
Oh, here it is.
Several
Several
possible
possible.
ninth. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. This is just every single one. Like all of them.
The Warrior, aka the War Doctor, the
Why is
Man
it
with
called
the
the
Ears.
man with the
Well, yeah, but
ears? Okay, yeah. I guess he has prominent ears.
yeah. I mean, we should scroll through and see the
This is Fred. That's Fred.
the
That's
bald
Fred. Nice.
Fred.
Fred, the goat, the best doctor. It's the best doctor right here.
It's him.
That's the best doctor, bro.
It's him.
It's the best doctor.
Rowan Atkinson Doctor.
And this is the Shalka
Mr.
Doctor. You know
Bean.
what? The Shalka Doctor is actually next,
Yeah.
so I might as well just talk about him here. The Shalka Doctor was in
Yeah, let's skip it.
Scream of the Shalka, which was a Flash animation. Remember, you guys remember Adobe Flash when before they killed
Yeah.
it? Yeah. This was a little Flash animation that was made for Doctor Who. It wasn't made officially by the BBC, but it's considered canon, especially now. You know why? Because in the recent episode in the new season 1 Rogue, the Shalka Doctor gets shown as one of the incarnations of the Doctor that's there. He's played by Richard E. Grant. He's a fairly famous actor. And boom,
Yeah.
there he is. He shows in the episode Rogue, and you have him showing there. So I guess he is a canonical Doctor, despite the fact that he should not logically be canon. But who knows? Who
I guess
knows?
because the Doctor is involved with so many time paradoxes and different timelines that he showed up because of that.
Yeah. But there's also another theory. You know, the fact that since the 15th Doctor is a bi-generation, maybe if we imply that his history is very slightly
Every
different.
Doctor has bi-regenerated, apparently.
Yeah. So what if Christopher Eccleston's Ninth Doctor and this Doctor, Shalka Doctor, bi-generated from John Hurt's, the War Doctor? These are the two that came from him. That's
Well, no, because like the bi-generation, that means the past Doctor stays alive and the new Doctor goes off. So therefore, the other Ninth Doctor would have to come from Eccleston generating into 10 or something.
Yeah. The other Ninth Doctor was this one, the Shalka Doctor.
Was a really old Christopher Eccleston.
Yes.
Oh, wait. So you're meaning to tell me there's like a Flash animation that's unironically canon?
Yeah, it's called Scream of the Shalka. With this version of the Ninth
this
Doctor.
is our friend Tundra.
Yes, he was here for a bit listening.
Jack Harkness supremacy. That's all.
Yes, he's the #1 Jack Harkness fan.
No. Do not leave Jack Harkness alone because he's gonna do something.
Oh no.
He's going to shove a gun up his ass.
War veteran.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
What is this?
I'll try to be serious now. I just had to do that joke.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
War veteran from Charity, an
Now or
amnesiac
thereabouts.
8th Doctor after destruction of Romana 3's Gallifrey. Romana 3 became the Lord President of Gallifrey during the War in Heaven, by the way.
Yeah.
And because of
And
that...
also just the general president, because until Rassilon came back, or the War Council gained power and stuff.
Can I ask something about this video real quick? Is this entire video just going to be covering every single thing the Eighth Doctor is tied to?
Yes, this
Yes.
part is just the Eighth Doctor because his part is extremely long.
Yeah, that makes sense considering the side media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Eighth
the
Doctor,
side.
goat, by the way. I'm also an Eighth
This is
Doctor
how
fan,
much like if you
so it makes
compare
sense.
his connections to everyone else, like look at the Eighth Doctor and like compared to the rest, they don't have that many connections. First Doctor's a decent amount, but the Eighth Doctor has too much stuff on him, just way too
The
much
Eighth
stuff.
Doctor literally has the biggest tab on the
Yeah.
entire.
Yes. This is
This
yeah,
might
but
be a two-parter just for the Eighth Doctor, so I'll
I
be
don't
here for
know.
both of them.
We'll see. Maybe because we might be able to finish it actually. But yeah, we talk about this war
Yeah.
veteran guy.
Now or thereabouts, and then with all awry.
The Shalka Doctor we talked about. There's also Drunk Man from Now or Thereabouts slash Reg. This thing. Now and
With all awry, we got we can look those up.
oh, wait, what was it called? Now or where thereabouts?
Now or thereabouts, yes.
Now or Thereabouts was a 2011 short story written, released in the Faction Paradox series.
Oh god damn it, these motherfuckers again.
Everything is Faction Paradox. Anthology of romance in 12 parts.
Everybody is Faction Paradox.
What if the Rani is actually Faction Paradox?
Oh my god.
Little sis. Okay, these are all great houses, Time Lords. So what are we talking about? We're talking about the drunk man, aren't we? And the war veteran that we just talked about. That's also here. Does he have a
Yeah.
picture? No, but this guy is also the doctor, and so is this drunk man. This drunk man is a drunk man was babbling and weaving about the flat of a war veteran in the 11-Day Empire when little brother Dominic visited to issue an eviction notice. When the drunk man approached Dominic, Dominic momentarily feared that he was a Malak due to something about his appearance that would later be described to Godfather Starch as primal and vampiric. At the same time, Dominic noted that neither the drunk man nor the war veteran possessed much in any way of corporeal structure. So I guess that apparently the drunk man took care of the amnesiac 8th Doctor, which is
And all awry.
the war veteran. So this is apparently an 8th Doctor who's suffering from amnesia for maybe during the war, I guess. Yeah. Basically, after the faction took in, after the destruction of Romana 3's Gallifrey, he led him with the biodata that was highly toxic to history. And yeah. So I guess that's what they're talking about. And there's so many other characters here. But yeah, that's basically what the TLDR of this is. The Doctor was a war veteran who lost his memory being cared for by a drunk man and also a singing man in the bathtub. And Faction Paradox agents tried to pretty much kill him because they had just destroyed the Gallifrey that was led by Romana 3 at the time of this taking place.
Yeah, and apparently his biodata was so screwed up that not even the Faction Paradox guys were willing to touch it.
And for some reason, it's implied that the drunk man is the Shalka Doctor. I don't know how that works, but go ahead, I guess.
Yeah, that's a bit odd.
I don't know how it's the Shalka Doctor.
Inconsistency.
What?
Yeah, just inconsistency is all I could say. I was just saying inconsistency.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe there is a
Yeah.
connection, but we're not sure about it. Maybe if someone.
Or well, wait. Remember, it tells all about the connections on the thing. Hold on, let me look up what that line means.
Which line?
So, hold on. Let me look at the. Go back to the thing. The mapping PDF. So it's just a straight line to him. Hold on.
Yes, normally straight lines just imply that they are him or a version of him.
Within the same incarnation. Within
Yeah.
the same incarnation.
Yes, so I guess it's implying that he is the same as the Shalka Doctor. He is the Shalka Doctor, the drunk man. If you think about it, that's so weird because
Yeah.
the Shalka Doctor was taking care of the 8th Doctor who was suffering from amnesia. So he's taking care of himself. But how did the Shalka Doctor find him? And how is the Shalka Doctor there at the time? I don't know how it's the Shalka Doctor. Just is the Cabinet of Light. The Cabinet of Light. Hello there. What is this cover
I don't
look
know
like?
this one.
It's a very normal cover. Where is the Doctor? Everyone is hunting him. Honor le Chasseur, a time-sensitive fixer, is hired by mystery woman Emily Blandish to find him. Le Chasseur discovers the Doctor is in fact a semi-mythical figure who has appeared on and off in Earth's history. What was his connection in London in 1949? And was a mysterious group seeking the Cabinet of Light. So, I want to check out
And
this
of
Doctor.
course, there's the plot has not been added.
Obviously, the plot is never added. But it is added, part of it's added here. The Doctor regenerated after being shot in the back shortly after being Mestizer in the Bay in London. He spent several months lying low while Honor le Chasseur conducted his investigations for him. I haven't read this novel, but this is a different version of the Doctor that is a smoker. And he was all of this. And there is marked similarity between the Shalka Doctor and this Doctor because of their clothes, the thin frame, the black hair, and even the singing voice. Damn. And the author of this didn't even know about the Shalka Doctor, so he literally wrote the Shalka Doctor without knowing him, which is so weird. And this is
Yes.
Honor le Chasseur, that guy who I kept saying his name like that. He looks like a nice fellow as well. Yeah. So I guess this.
Is that mother's milk from the boys?
Oh no, bro, it's MM.
It's just mother's milk. Don't worry about it.
Damn, apparently this guy has this guy's in a bunch of stories. I never heard of this
Yeah,
guy before this.
mother's milk is here to kick his ass.
Yeah, bro. And help the Shalka Doctor, apparently.
Yeah.
Alright, and now it is time for the best.
The best Doctor.
The best Doctor. What this is... The Curse of Fatal Death is a comic relief segment. The comic relief was basically this thing that made a little parody, things that were funny for Red Nose Day. Red Nose Day is a celebration here in the UK, which was basically a charity event. So they made this a charity. What it is a parody of Doctor Who, starring Rowan Atkinson as the Ninth Doctor, who is, Mr. Bean and Johnny English and whatever else you know him by. A legend, pretty much. And he plays the Doctor, and he travels with his companion Emma. Honestly, I'd recommend just watching this for yourself. It's only like 30 minutes long or something. I don't know. It's on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. Just literally search up The Curse of Fatal Death on YouTube. You can find it and you can watch it for free. It's very good. I recommend it, certainly. There's a little funny segment where he then regenerates the 4 Doctors in a little so he regenerates into the 10th Doctor, which is played by Richard E. Grant. Yes, the same Richard E. Grant who plays the Shalka Doctor. And then he regenerates again into this guy, who is definitely not Matt Smith. And
Tim Broadbent.
This guy, who
Hugh
is played
Grant.
by Hugh Grant. And then a woman Doctor, played by Joanna Lumley.
First female Doctor.
Yes, that was seen on screen. Which is really funny, considering they actually predicted the actual 13th Doctor would be a female incarnation in that way. And a fun fact, this is written by Stephen Moffat, The Curse of Fatal Death.
The guy who would later fuck up everything.
Okay, listen, yeah, Moffat wasn't that bad. he made the 11th Doctor.
The Timeless Children.
That was Chibnall. That was Chibnall. That was not. That was not
wait,
Moffat.
I'm stupid. Nope.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
dumb. Ah, God.
Bro, that was not Moffat.
I'm mentally ill.
That was Chibnall.
I'm over here drawing. I'm over here drawing and just
Mentally
hearing you
ill.
guys yell at each other. It's pretty funny.
bro.
Wow, okay, listen, I'm mentally ill, maybe even slightly stupid, and my memory is about a goldfish's.
It's fine,
Bro,
bro.
you're still smarter than me.
Here you go. Yes,
I
you
wouldn't,
can.
nope, I wouldn't say that.
Yes, you guys can watch that here. I'm not
Wait,
gonna play that.
we're still. Can I make that jab? Can I make the jab at a certain one of our friends in this video or no?
Yes, you can. It's fine.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
Yeah.
So we agree we're both smarter than Deimos at least.
That's
All
not a
right.
very high bar.
Bro,
Oh,
bro,
wow.
Deimos is gonna find this timestamp and he's going to be pissed at me because it ends up on YouTube unless it gets fucking edited out.
At one point, he wanted to be in it, so in a future episode, you will see him here. But anyway, yes, please watch The
Yeah,
Curse of Fatal
our good
Death
friend
on
Deimos.
YouTube. It's one of the best
We mean no harm.
non-canon, one of the best non-canon episodes of Doctor
I
Who
mean
ever
all
made,
harm.
and it's made by a pretty great showrunner too, in the future. Okay,
Yeah.
and these are all these ones. Now we
Yep.
have a Doctor from a video game. Battle for the Universe.
Battle for the Universe. Amazing.
All
Incredible.
Doctor Who games are shit, so for this game is probably gonna be shit. But let's see what it is. Battle for the Universe, the game. It's a narrative
Oh, I think
board
that's a
game.
board game.
Oh, actually. Oh,
Yeah.
so, and it started.
The board games aren't too bad.
Yeah, it might be pretty good. That's a very interesting looking person.
Oh, that's a doctor. That sure is a doctor.
This Doctor teamed up with Ace, Romana, Tegan, and K9 to be 3 parallel parties intent of taking control of the universe. One is led by the Master. Which Master? Oh, it's his own little Master. I want to see what this Master looks like.
He's
Oh.
he's
Okay.
that sure is the master. Let's see the Davros. Let's see the Davros illustration.
Oh no, that's just a literal Davros. The normal article for him.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just him.
Yeah, the actual Davros.
What about the cyber controller?
I have a shitpost statement I want to say before the next season drops. Davros jumps the 15th Doctor. That's it.
Yeah, jumping in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Cyber controller. He looks like he's covered in blood for some reason. I don't know why. But he does.
Bro looks like he just got out the rust factory. That's crazy.
This means that he could possibly be a potential 9th Doctor. So how many 9th Doctors have we covered? These two, Shalka, these guys, all of this one, the Battle for the Universe one, some from up here. Listen, there's a lot of 9th Doctors, but we only got one of them in the end.
There's way too many 9th Doctors.
Surprisingly, I think, is that everything?
Yes. Well, you want to end on the War
we
Doctor?
Did it. Yes, we did it. We did the 8th Doctor.
I'm at the end of the video, so Jack Harkness did nothing wrong.
Yes.
He did everything wrong, and you know it.
Yeah, I do. Like the 456 was it, or was it?
Do
was
not
the
leave
4,
Jack
5,
Harkness.
6.
Do not leave Jack Harkness alone in a room with anyone.
It will go horribly
Not even
wrong.
an animal. Not even an
Not
animal.
even the
no,
Doctor.
bro.
Not even the Doctor
Oh,
himself.
No, bro. Oh no, bro. Alright.
It's why a box set got canceled.
Let's do the final incarnation of this video. It's you can do it.
The true 9th Doctor, the War Doctor, played by John Hurt, also mainly voice acted by Jonathan Carley, and the War Doctor Begins that's after John Hurt unfortunately passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He was a doctor who the 8th Doctor forced himself to regenerate in the Night of the Doctor because the Time Lord was getting so bad that he had to regenerate into something without his moral code.
Yeah, the point is, right? So the Doctor took up this name as a promise to the universe. The reason he calls himself the Doctor is because it's his promise that he is going to help the universe. But for this, for the war, he had to give up. he had to give up the name of the Doctor, and because of that, he became his own incarnation. The War Doctor, even though he's called the War Doctor, he never called himself the Doctor in any way. He just called himself the
Except,
Renegade, the Warrior, the Doctor of War. That Doctor, who cares? The Butcher of Skull Moon is his name as well. Yeah.
yeah, those are nicknames he had.
Yes. Yeah.
Those are nicknames he had. He did not have a name. That means he's Clint Eastwood, guys. Okay, he's the man with
Yes,
no
he's
name.
the man with no name. The Time War took so long from his perspective. If you see a picture when he regenerated Night of the Doctor, they used an old picture of John Hurt from an old movie he did to see when he looked like young, and he aged during the Time War to look like how he did at the end of it.
That's how
Um,
long the Time War
yeah.
took.
Originally, this character was not actually supposed to exist. Stephen Moffat originally invited Christopher Eccleston to return as the Ninth Doctor and take his place, but he refused to return. Even after reading the script, he thought it was good, but he didn't want to return. He honestly just didn't want to come back to Doctor Who, which is a little bit unfortunate. But
Because he hates
Russell.
the BBC.
Thing is, he hates Russell T Davies, but at the time, Russell T Davies was not the showrunner; it was Moffat. But sure.
But we're just gonna ignore that.
And
Hopefully he returns one day.
he returned it for the Big Finish, but like not for the mainline Doctor Who, unfortunately.
Yeah, he returned for the Big Finish audios. Okay, yes, War Doctor mainly exists in audios and novels.
Far from the Day of the Doctor, which is
had
the best episode in my opinion. I like Day of the Doctor a lot.
Day of the Doctor and Night of the Doctor, technically.
Yes. And also Name of
He
the
had a
Doctor. He had a
very
little
epic-
cameo, Name of the Doctor.
Yeah, he had a very epic speech
Yes.
when he was going to use the moment.
Yeah, and then he saw Billie Piper come out of nowhere. He saw her in the Bad Wolf.
Yeah, because she was the moment.
She was the Bad Wolf.
Or, well,
of
the-
So wait,
London.
the form-
question about the War
No,
Doctor, real quick.
Yeah.
Is there a timeline, like what alternate timeline, where the War Doctor is just the Ninth Doctor?
There is
Yes,
one.
there's
yeah.
also a timeline where he's Colin Baker.
Yes. See, that's the Warrior. We talked about that in the last
everything
episode.
the War Doctor. Yeah. Let's just double checking because I wasn't here for the last episode. Apologies.
It's fine. The Eighth Doctor. By the way, there was another thing. Moffat also wanted to ask if they could bring back Paul McGann instead. And the thing is, Paul McGann would have wanted to do it. He said he would have been up to play the War Doctor, but the reason is the BBC said at the time that they didn't think Paul McGann could press the button, as in the button for the moment. They believed his Doctor was too romantic, too nice to be an incarnation who did all these war crimes during the War Doctor. So they said
Bro,
he regenerated.
did you not read the Eighth
Yeah.
Doctor adventure novels?
Exactly.
They didn't read the novels.
BBC did not read the BBC showrunners did not read them. That's why they said they thought Paul McGann was too nice to be the War Doctor.
No, that man.
I had canon that there's an alternate universe where we got the Ninth Doctor and Eighth Doctor, and that all went into the place of the War Doctor isn't there.
Maybe. I don't know.
That would have been
Yeah,
sick.
well, honestly, my personal headcanon is that the war in heaven made the universe so screwed up, the Doctor reset the universe or escaped into the bottle universe.
Yeah. And because of that, he regenerated into the ward. Like, even in the earlier stages of Time War, he didn't want to fight in it. A lot of the time, he was just trying to save people. But then, after the death of Cass, who was previous companion in Night of the Doctor, well, it's not revealed she was a previous companion in Night of the Doctor. She actually, that's revealed in
She
extended
hates Time
sequel.
Lords.
Yeah, she hates Time Lords, and because of that, she was willing to die rather than go with the Doctor. The Doctor could have saved her, but what he did instead was, to crash her ship into the planet of Khan. And because of that, she died, and the Doctor at that point knew that, he had to put an end to the war in general. Because of what he was doing, he had to fight for himself. And because of that, he regenerates into John Hurt. And does a lot.
Who goes on very mischievous audio adventures.
A lot. He does a lot. There's also a part,
and also the War Master.
the War Master. Oh my god, Derek Jacobi is super good as that. You have
You should make a
lot.
version of
he's
this book for the Master.
What?
Like after you
Yes.
finish every incarnation of the Doctor, every incarnation of the Master.
Oh, that'd probably be less, but it'd also be really cool. To do.
I'll join for all those.
I would not wager that the master would be less.
Hmm.
That is not a good wager.
We will see, bro. We will see after we finish this series. And yes. But yeah, in the original timeline he could have just like, killed everything at that point. But with the moment, but obviously we know what happens in Day of the Doctor. We see the 10th Doctor and the 11th Doctor come back to tell him to not do that and that they can save it. So then we get one of the best scenes in all of Doctor Who, one of my favorite scenes ever, where the 11th Doctor calls every single incarnation of the Doctor. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We even see a little cameo with the 9th Doctor that he's there. It's obviously past voyage, but still, with a little big screen cameo. Then we see all of them go to Gallifrey and all of them freeze it in place. We get the dialogue that they say. It's one of the best scenes ever. And then we get a cameo with uh how do I forget that? Peter
12th
Capaldi.
Doctor.
Yes, the 12th Doctor. He also shows up even though he's a future incarnation. So yes. Um that's why Day of the Doctor is personally my favorite episode of at least the new series. And yeah, with this Doctor in it. And that is the War Doctor. Alright, and I guess
And the end of this episode.
yeah. In the next episode, we are going to be going over the 9th Doctor, 10th Doctor, all of them, and all the new Who Doctors, and maybe being able to get to our
And
current
then
Doctor. Yes, the 15th Doctor. And then after that,
yep, and then after that, we cover everything. Keep on scrolling. Do it. Where is he? Where's the Veil Yard?
hold on.
Where the fuck did he go?
No, no, it's gonna end the same as the last episode. No.